Hey guys, it's Finn. Today is a different kind of video. I got this idea from the YouTuber Anna New. I'll have her account mentioned somewhere, but I thought it would be a fun idea to tier rank my OCs. So let's get right in. First, I'll go over the rankings that I made and just explain them a bit. Okay, so here you can see the rankings I have. For the top tier, I would die for them. This is like OCs that I just really love, you know? And then the second tier I have love them. So this is like, I wouldn't die for them, but I still love them very dearly, you know? I love them. And then the third tier is, they're okay. So this is like OCs that I don't dislike, but I guess I don't put as much time into their story, or like I just don't care as much about them. But they're still good. And then the last tier I have is icky, which is like just ones that I don't like, or like are just characters that aren't the best for like plot reasons. But like at the end of the day, I love all of my OCs, but there's just some that are like, okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the first character we have is Yuka. So he's the main character, and I don't know, I really do love him. He's honestly very silly. He loves cats. He has a pet cat that has a matching bow tie, matching red bow tie, named Francis. He's so cute. I love him. And his whole thing is like he wants to die because like a whole backstory thing. He wants to find like a reason to live, pretty much. His character arc's really good. His ability is really cool. He like has a stopwatch that he uses to like he can fast forward, rewind, or pause time for like 12 seconds. Oh yeah, he's really cool. I don't know, I really do like his character. But would I die for him? I don't know. I have to put him in love them for now. For now. I might change it later. Okay, so then we have Claude. So Claude is my favorite character ever. Like, I just love him so much. So like he is like the founder and leader of like the Spirit Affairs agency that they work at, and he's also like the strongest necromancer, so he has like the ability to temporarily like revive the dead, and like he can control them like a puppeteer. I love writing his powers. He's so much fun. He's such a silly guy. He always wants to tease and prank the other characters, and he's also just a good like father. He adopted Yuka. Well, he like adopted him. Took him in when he was after his like family died and stuff. And he's just a good character. Like I love him so much. I could talk about him for hours. I would definitely die for this man. I would die for this man 100%. I love him so much. Like I love him so much. Okay, so next character is Ezra. So Ezra is he's an interesting guy. He is pretty much a ghost, so he's already dead like before the story even starts, and his power is like pretty cool. He can sew like little dolls, like plush animals, dolls that work as kind of like prisons that can open up and like trap people in them, and kind of you work as a teleportation device. So wherever like he has a plush in his pocket, like he can like put people in them and like carry them around, and then anybody who gets swallowed up by those plushes like turns into a plush themselves. So it's like this whole thing. He's just a good character. His backstory is so tragic and so sad, and I love writing his backstory so much. It's such a good backstory. And I don't know, his arc, I put him through the most. I have to admit, like I definitely put him through the most like terrible stuff, just because I you know, I'm kind of like a bully. I bully him. So just because of that, I'll say I love them. I wouldn't die for him since he's already dead. So that goes to show that like I wouldn't die for him. He's already dead. I do love him though. He's a really fun character. Him and Yuka's relationship is a lot of fun to write. So okay, this character, my precious. So this is Min. I just love her. She's like I think she was like my favorite character before I even made Claude. So she's just a really nice, like, she's just very nice. She's very sweet and, like, wholesome, I feel like. She's a lot of fun to write too, because she's just kind of like always doing her own thing, you know? Her power is really cool. She's like scissors that can change size and cut through anything. So she uses those to like exorcise ghosts, which is like kind of the plot of my whole story. She's just a really good character, and I love her character design. Even though her haircut is really freaking ugly, her character design is great. So I'm gonna have to put her next to Claude in the I would die for them tier, because I would die for her. I love her so much. Okay, so the next character is actually Min's girlfriend in the story, and I love her. I used to not really like her as much since I hadn't really fleshed out her like character and stuff fully, but I recently just wrote a few like stories, I guess, and I was able to flesh out her character more, and now I'm safe to say that I really love her. So yeah, she's like, again, a more serious character, but she kind of, she's like a good leader, I guess, to like the others. The funny thing about her is that she literally just uses guns to fight. She's kind of like that one character, you know, like every series there's like a character, like all the characters have like cool powers and stuff, and there's just one character who has like guns and they just go into battle with like a pistol. That's her. So I like that comedic effect she gives to the story. Her, I don't know, she's just a really fun character. She's very like, what do you call it, like snappy and kind of like sarcastic. So she has like a very dry sense of humor. Yeah, I have to put her, love them. I wouldn't die for her, but I definitely love her. So I'm putting her in love them. Okay, this next character. So this next character, I don't know. I really do love him. So so this character is Leon. Okay.
What now?
So the reason why I'm laughing is because this character is my sister's favorite, one of my OCs. And so if I put him anything below the second tier, she's going to come over here and strangle me on camera. So I have to be very careful with what I do. Now, I think I will probably put him in Love Them because he's just a good character. Like, he's just a good character. He's kind of like, so like in the story, like Claude kind of like adopts Yuka in a way, like, so Claude adopts like the main character, right? And like Leon is kind of like the rich boy who kind of like gives them the funding for their like exorcism organization. And I do love that. He's very like elegant. He loves like expensive stuff. He loves to flex. That sounded so bad. But yeah, I love him. He's also like very serious, like a dry sense of humor. He doesn't really put up with any of Claude's antics, which they balance each other out very well. And I love writing their dynamic. Any scenes that I write with them like together are my favorite scenes to write because their dynamic is just so much fun to write, and I just love them. So I'll have to put him in the love them tier. Like, would I die for him? No, but I do really love him. It's a lot of fun to write. All right, so next we have Naomi. So Naomi, she like works for the organization as like part-time. She's kind of like the STEM girl. Like, she like has the ability to like take like supernatural like essence from ghosts and like kind of enchant. She can like enchant weapons to make them able to like exorcise ghosts with her ability. So she's like very important in the story, very important. I really do love her. She's a lot of fun to write. Her and Yuka kind of have like a sibling relationship, even though she's not really in the story that much since she doesn't work full time. I do love her. So I feel like I'm putting too much characters in the second tier. This is hard. I don't know. I feel like I might have to put her in They're Okay, just because I haven't really had the time to flesh her character out more. but I still love her. Like, I still love her. I feel like I need to put a character in that tier, and I haven't really wrote her. I'm kind of neglecting my girl. I need to do her justice and write her more, because I really do love her. So sorry, Naomi, I still love you. Okay, so next we have, so this is my man. This is my man, actually, like, so this is, Dante. So, so this is, Leon's older brother, and they kind of have a bad relationship. Dante's like, he's very high up in, like, the city government, and he always, like, tries to kind of, like, get Leon to join his side again, and he tries to, like, kind of, like, interfere with, the, like, agency and, like, their operations. Like, pretty much he's trying to arrest them, even though they haven't really committed any crimes. So, he's, like, the secondary villain, but he's not actually a villain, because he's literally just doing his job. So I can't hate him, because he didn't do anything wrong. Like, he just didn't do anything wrong. And I love him. I love him. So I'm gonna have to put him next to his brother and love them. Like, I just love him. He's just a good character. He is very powerful. He's just a good villain. And his motives for what he does are, like, heartbreaking, but, you know, it's about family, mostly. Okay. So then we have, Clara. So Clara is, yeah, she's also, if you couldn't tell, she's the older sister of Leon, and then the younger sister of, Dante. So her role is also very important in the story, because she kind of acts as, like, not really a hacker, I wouldn't say she's a hacker, but kind of like a hacker, as in, like, her ability allows her to, like, cover up, she can, like, hide evidence in cases, like, in portals that she can form. So that's, like, her ability, and this comes in a lot of, like, it's very useful in the story, because, like, she gets the characters out of a lot of sticky situations. So I'm gonna have to put her and love them. Like, I love her so much. Okay, so next we have Emelo. So he's very silly. Again, I used to not really like him as much, but I did just write more about him, so now I'm like, oh, I do like him. But I think I might have to put him in the they're okay tier, just because he causes a lot of issues in the story. So pretty much, like, he's, like, in this other organization that kind of rivals the agency, and he was assigned by Dante to, like, track them down, arrest them and stuff, and, like, find them guilty of crimes that they just didn't commit. So he caused a lot of issues. He's very passionate about his job, which he's very stubborn. He doesn't really give up easily, which I do love him. He's so silly. But I just don't like him that much. So I'll put him next to Naomi and they're okay. Sorry, Emilio. And then we have Amy. So she's just a crazy girl.
Can't take her anywhere.
She's just a crazy girl. I can't take her anywhere. She's pretty much, so she works alongside Emilio at the other organization, which is the government one that Dante kind of commissioned to track down the agency and find them guilty of crimes they didn't commit. But she's less intense. She really doesn't want to be there. Every scene that she's in, she doesn't actually want to be there, and she's always, like, kind of crying, sweating. She doesn't know what she's doing at all. She's bad at her job. She's really pathetic. I hate her. But I love her. She's just, like, I don't know, one of those characters, like, so bad. She's such a bad character. Like, she really contributes nothing to the plot, but she's, like, I don't know, I just like her. I really do. So I'm not gonna put her in love them, but I'll put her next to Emilio, and they're okay. Because she didn't do anything wrong, but she, you know, she's not up there. She can't compete with the other characters, you know? Okay, so now we have the main villain, which I think this is the only character I'm going to be putting in icky, because I just, like, No. So this is like Mary, which is not her actual name. She's freaking weird. And I don't even know, like, she's just weird. And she always, like, it's just, I don't know, she's weird. She's like, she used to work with Claude. They were like in the same organization, but then she got all really weird and started to like kill a bunch of people. He was like, okay, I'm leaving because this is not what we agreed to. This is not what I signed up for. And now she's just trying to bring all of them down. She's literally preying on all of the other characters' downfall. She kills like half of the cast. Like she's just, I don't like her. Like, I just don't like her. So, you're going in icky. You're going in icky immediately. Because, like, she ruins everything. Every, like, happy moment they have, she just ruins it. Which I know, like, that's bold of me to say. Because since I literally wrote her. But, so the last character we have is Raphael. So, Raphael is actually, he's not in either, like, 3 of these organizations. He's still a high school student, and he's in the occult club at his school, since he's like, he's really interested in like all the ghosts and paranormal stuff. He's in the occult club. He's like very grunge. So I really like drawing his fashion. That's like my favorite thing about him. I love drawing his style because it's just so nice. His outfit's very detailed. He's a very fun guy. I don't know. It's between love them and I would die for them, because I love him. He's such a good character. He's always very, like, even though he loves the occult, he's still very, like, he acts like he's so tough. He's not, and he's so scared of, like, ghosts and everything. He just tries to act tough to, like, impress the other members of the occult club. So that ends up kind of bringing his downfall. Like, he goes through a lot, but I don't know, I do really like him. I don't know, it's between I would die for them and I love them. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to make a change. So I think I'm going to put Raphael and love them. And then I'm going to switch Yuka to I would die for them. Just because I feel like I have to, like, so he's the main character. I don't know. I do like him. I really do. Alright, so here's the finished tier list. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want more videos kind of like of me just like talking to the camera. Let me know what you think of my OCs, and let me know what you think of, if you want to see them more, if you are interested in hearing more about them. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!